Towards B, 2 towards A for Ninjas in Pajamas. Then we'll spot him towards the toilet, and now he's dead.
He has been robbed of his life. Lekro on the bomb site now looking to defend, do a better job, but he can't. Nice shot from Magisk. And these Glocks have done some good damage onto this A bomb site. Nice frag from Forest to try and make it slightly easier, but Magisk will just make it harder again. So CTs are locked out of position. And this is pretty much how the first two pistols went as well on Inferno. Rez with one frag, but that might be it here unless... No, actually Magisk, his reign of tyranny has been put to a halt for now. Rez has really got a lot of time against him. Does have the smokes. Oh my god, pulling the grenade out in the open.
Once the bomb is about to go off, which is also important. So there's a good balance there. And now Dupree can try to farm with his MAC-10. Try and make some bonus money for the rounds to come.
There we go. Said bonus money being accrued. Not too much to talk about so far. Counter-Strike will begin in the following rounds when NIP get their buy-in. Again, it's worth noting that they went for the full.
He could throw a flash through, but he'll throw a flash over instead. And indeed, there's a lot of trouble now for Ninjas in Pajamas. It's a 5-on-3 situation, but it'll soon be 5-on-4 and maybe 5-on-5. Never mind. Get right, Lekro and Forest all taken out in quick succession, and there's no answer. There's no answer. You can't expect 4-man on road to just come in like that, and they won't win the duels, and there's not really anything for NIP to do at this point apart from try to hold on to their weapons. They have a combined $600 in the bank, so indeed it is extremely rough of a start for Ninjas in Pajamas. It's a face against sandpaper.
Yeah, it does make me think about, like, again, I'm not being results oriented or anything like that, but you know, I feel like there's an argument to see NIP starting their CT sides, their first proper buy rounds with full weapons, with full utility, and that means that you're going to be force buying in that second round to achieve that. And I would like to see that just because I think
they've got a 2-man set up, Get Right and Rez. Now, do they leave somebody in situ? Did they blow the door off? I'm not sure. Anyway, we've got action towards the toilets area. Dennis has been taken out, and indeed, I think the door was blown off. And this is a very aggressive take of the connector position. Zipex should be aware of this. Interestingly, if you're in connector, around the middle of connector, you can hear people running towards B just before the stairs go down that face monster, which is something to be aware of. Like on Inferno, we mentioned the speedway position and how you can hear things. There is a similar situation to be had on here, which I think less people are aware of, and is more of a rare occurrence on Inferno. Oh, sorry, Overpass, but it's good to be aware of stuff. You can see there is some baiting from Zipex. A big flashbang, but it's going to be quite taxing for ASTRALİS to take this position. Basically 2 or 3 plays to clear it out, but the job has been done, and it's only 2 plays remaining for Ninjas in Pajamas. And again, they're just not winning the duels just yet. That should have been a free kill for sure. Yeah. But here we are, Lekro 1 versus 5. And their money is still all over.
And as you said, James, on top of that, you know, Rez there, you know, it's Rez. Rez is so mechanically good. You really expect him to be very consistent in winning fights where he gets the first.
No shortcomings. So we wait for that to come. Now, ASTRALİS move into the B bomb site. We don't have the SMGs anymore, so the kill bonus is 300.
You really expect him to be very consistent in winning fights where he gets the first few bullets for free, for example. So a few signs here for NIP that are certainly not promising signs. Forest gets the opening pick. Great grenade damage coming in from NIP as well, making life quite difficult for ASTRALÍS. And that is absolutely what you wanted to see. ASTRALÍS trying to punish this big buy of NIP with a fast timing, but it has failed categorically.
Glaive and Zipex remain. Glaive through Monster, Zipex outside, and Glaive will join him as they venture towards a short B position. A pop flash for Zipex to have a look to try and get something out of this. He hasn't gone for the deep peek just yet, and Dennis can still see for them. Glaive has 1 minute to frag as many people as possible, so he is in no rush. There is a flank, however, and Dennis looking to shoot him from the back, but Get Right will take him out first. So that's more or less
quite strong.
This is pretty cool. I love these setups. MIBR used to have a lot of these. They don't use them so much, at least the ones that they used to. And that hasn't really worked out in their favor. They've been deleted.
That Gerro's sort of follow-up there was so late. Maybe there's a world where he gets 2 kills if he can actually get the first kill, you know, more quickly. But he couldn't quite find that angle and was having to spray like 20 bullets to find that one. And that extra time cost him. And it's just like being a little bit slow that, you know, robs you of these opportunities that are so critical.
They know there's presence from ASTRALİS and short B. ASTRALİS may be inviting some counter grenades if there are some, and there are. Bish Bosh, that's enough for GetRight to get 1 kill. Good kill bonus from that as well. He can't risk trying to retrieve that weapon, of course, and he will in fact fall back and rotate. His rotation will be heard though.
But they do have the man advantage. Zipex though looking to even things up in that regard. He will fail though. Lecro defends, and there is more defense to be had as ASTRALİS struggle to get this bomb planted. It's going to be more of a struggle there.
The volley we saw from Zipex on the bottom left corner of the B. Lovely pop flash. I love watching Sliggy's observing. To see the makeup of a round quite a lot. Rez, can he deliver another kill? Molotov's quite good. He's trying to anticipate a flashbang. He's got GetRight to save him there. And there's one more player to deal with. This is looking good so far, and now it's looking a bit less good. Glaive trying to make it look even worse. GetRight 75 HP, 3 versus 2 for Ninjas in Pajamas. Lecro's moving into the short B position. So he'll try and, I presume, take care of B by himself. And IP will move into more defensive positions on A. Now, worst case scenario, if you wanted to bolster the B bomb site, you could take a position on the bank stairs and look diagonally to Optimus to make sure you don't get flanked. But, of course, they have Lecro in a good enough position on B where he can see through short B tunnel towards Monster. And they can focus on the A-bomb site. 20 seconds for ASTRALİS.
Zipex can't find it. Glaive can though. He's already one weapon for the cause. Lecro with the spray almost looked like he was going to get Zipex there, but smoke is down and he will be dead. And they are fighting, James, but I don't know if this is worth it.
They were lining up, but Clutch Minister Zipex denies.
I don't know if it's worth it, James.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
it looks a bit tilty.
I mean, Lecro can die, but after that... Because this is the problem, because then you don't have any...
Shown by Sliggy, looking to expand. But yeah, that is... I do wonder about that. I feel like someone has to read that. This is a low percent.
A little bit tilty. Everyone just kind of going for it. Perhaps they lost an interview with GetRight quite some time ago where he felt like, but we're not really getting as much to that point. It's often that the rounds are kind of over before we enter that kind of that phase.
That flashbang was supposed to bounce off the right-hand side of the lamp to flash people who are holding an exit of connector. Rez will hold down his position for now. That's a very important third frag. The aim is so awesome to watch with Rez. That fight to the death, looking for a second player. So great awareness, not getting too excited with the frags. We'll go back.
Rez killed, and Zipex doesn't have a helmet either, which is quite strange. Either way, Dupree will try to take his aggression there onto the bomb site. It's only Zipex with any success though, but he needs a lot more than that. Oh, I don't think he has time. And well, he certainly doesn't have time now. So Dennis picks up preventing the T's from splitting. Your position, nice angle there from Rez. And that's beautiful. Again, your bathroom players have to need to get onto a bomb site. And here they go. Flashes around the corner. They know Rez is there. Rez tries to spray blind, but it doesn't work out. Quick underhanded throw across and a boost as well over the smoke here for Dennis with the AWP. And he's going to find one. Beautiful work here from NI.
I think Glaive was looking to punish the reload, but I think he realized that another player was there. That was Lecro. He's history now, looking for more Glaive. The spray is there. He's got cover for the reload. 2 players by the bank. And if they go around wide, Device might just find them with the Krieg now, picked up from Magisk. Very interesting situation. Glaive just dancing, trying to bait a shot. There is an elbow. Device, though, he's got 50 HP. Didn't manage to get the frag there. Might not be so familiar with the Krieg. There's a hero defuse, trying to swing wide, but it's a big much in the back, so much in the pocket that they can still make things work out for them. They've got 2 smokes. Now, they could put a lurk smoke towards the site on the corner of this flower bed. That won't be the case, though. Dupree making his way through the smoke, but Rez isn't close on this occasion. He's changed his position, and that's going to be good for a frag. Dennis will deliver another one. So far, so good for Ninjas in Pajamas. They've got a Molotov towards the toilets. A nice flick. Now the bomb's on the floor. It can be a full rotation. Forrest takes Magisk out. And NIP are in very good shape for the final round as well as this one. So it may be 7 rounds after all. 5 scopes for the Swedish side, 4 orgs and the AWP. They'll look to keep it that way, and Lekro may soon find Device lurking by the Daffodils. Rez getting hungry for info. Itchy feet, perhaps.
7 to 8, which, again, all things considered, pretty damn good. Oh my god, the drive-by. Okay, this is laboured. Forest has to save the day. These Deagles, though, from Magisk are phenomenal. And now it's... What the hell just happened, James? Why is Dennis alone in a 1 versus 4?
That's quite a shocker. This is surely irretrievable. Forced to walk through the smoke as well. Dupree will see the barrel of the gun. That will be enough for 9 rounds.
Effectively, you know, half by at the end. It's not too fun either. So they've lost every pistol in dramatic fashion. Will this be the same?
Maybe, maybe not. This might be an important duel around the short B position. Magisk falling back to an almost crossfire situation, but a nice one tap from him. Early advantages for Astralis, and the bangs will allow Forest to creep towards Optimus. Looking wide, getting exposed to Zipex will take him out. They'll get a bomb plant in the smoke at the very least, but this is not looking good for them. Frags, 2 versus 4. Running out of bullets in the magazine. Just 2 bullets left for Rez, and he will be the last man to fall. And we're looking at double figures for Astralis.
So 4 pistol rounds, 4 pistol victories for Astralis. At least NIP got the bomb down. I think their goals with what they have. They're going to force NIP onto a bomb site just by burning the clock. That's all Astralis have to do, and that's what they had.
There's a lot of gun peeking going on, but there is not a lot of Kevlar. They will be hard-pressed to find these headshots. That smoke gives a little cover, but there might be a gap in it. Can see some spam coming through. But this should be a formality. 20 seconds remain. Ninjas Pajamas need to run to their doom. There's another kill for Lekro, but out he goes.
Big peek onto Dupree. Good trade coming in, though. This will be quite difficult to hold, actually, although there's not too much in the way of smoke, so maybe not. It's open season here on these NIP players as they start waltzing into the bomb site. No cover at all. Ran out of utility
for the rounds to come. But obviously, best case scenario is winning the round. Not looking too likely at the moment. Glaive, birthday boy Glaive, is putting up some more numbers. And now the scope is gone. Other players who may want to do that. The gamble, Lekro, maybe expecting a 2-man rotation. Oh, that jump is not going to help, and Glaive will pre-fire before he gets around the corner. The plant will be
really
denied.
Good for you as the CTs on the defense. This is looking like a great setup here in the bathrooms. Dupree just has to sit there.
Device on the outside. Device and Dupree, the double Ds. Just the 1D now. As Device has been to bomb plant out of it. Forrest trying to do what he can, but now he's the last man standing. Dennis trying to help, but he couldn't quite do it. Forrest down to the Glock, and he almost gets there. With 4 players in the monster position. Look how they're creeping, almost crab walking. Get right, gets taken out. They're trying to swarm now, but the swarm is somewhat slow. It's stunted. And again, I feel like this is very on the fly, and the flies are being swatted at the moment.
Yeah, it's difficult because they left the bomb towards T-spawn whilst 4 players are pushing into the bomb site, which means that it kind of seems, especially if they're buying up so many AKs and no utility, it gives you a lot if you have it, but if you don't,
you're threatened in this entire series, which going into further matches is just going to have them brimming with confidence, which is not a good sign for anybody else in this tournament. So this is quite terrifying to see. A flying Device trying to finish things off. Has not really baited a shot just yet from Dennis, who definitely knows he's there. It's a big pre-fire for Dennis, and he has a lot to do. He's collected the bomb. 3 players. They know exactly where he is. This is a great example of when there's only 1 player left, you can take hyper-aggressive positions because you know it's safe to do so. You can see Magisk with an off-angle in, connector hasn't been